So what does it mean to you to win this award at the Enemies tonight?
It did actually mean a lot more than getting an award for something that's like the godlike genius thing we got like 10 years or so ago. It's really gratifying, but it's in a funny way. It can be accorded to, it's a bit, anyone can get it. I mean, obviously not anyone, but you know what I mean. Whereas getting the live thing, you have to have gone out there and played. And the fact that we did do so many festivals last year, and I do genuinely think it was like the best sustained run of performances that we've ever had in the history of the band. It means a lot, to the whole band. We were really, really chuffed when we were told we were going to get it. So.
Yeah, I bet. 35 festival shows across 5 continents. So it must have been exhausting.
It wasn't, funny enough.
Really?
It really wasn't, no, because it's what I want to do still. It's like no, it was honestly. It's still for me. It's like a dream. You go somewhere and you get to watch other people play music, and then you get on stage and you play music, and then you go and do what you do, and it's like, and then you go and do it again. It's great. We visit like some of the most beautiful places in the world and play music to people, and they like what you're doing. So there's not many better jobs, to be honest.
I came to the Hyde Park, the British Summertime Hyde Park, and I remember interviewing Reeves after the show, and he said, "Do you remember it was that amazing sunset?" He said you could almost see the curve of the earth at that gig. I think you said, "I'm melting, I'll talk when the sun's gone down a bit." What are your memories of, because that kind of kicked off a lot of these shows? Yeah,
the Hyde Park show was one of 2 shows that we did, that's like 2 summers ago, which was like the 40th anniversary of the band, and so we did that really just to commemorate 40 years of playing live. It was a very emotional day. I mean, pretty much everyone we'd known all through the years, ex-band members, all our families, like everyone, apart from tens of thousands of other people that were there. Like we were there all afternoon, and we just sat down, we kind of talked about stuff. It was really, it was a perfect day actually for me. Worrying when I walked on stage, because there have been very few other times where I've walked on stage with that kind of heat and sun. We were facing directly into the setting sun. I mean, it sounds silly, but for the first half an hour I couldn't see anything. I mean, it's like just literally blinding sunlight. But once we kind of got into it, so we made a film of it, and I think it shows a little bit. We're a bit within ourselves the first sort of 15-20 minutes, and then suddenly there's something happens on stage, and the sun just like dips down a little bit, and the temperature drops, and we get going, and it's like a really, really magical night that was. And you're right, it did kind of spur me to think, well, we were going to play our own shows last summer, but I thought, no, we should really. It's the end of a 10-year period for me, because the next thing we do is going to be our own shows based around new songs and everything, new production and everything else. So I thought it'd be really nice, so last summer this is kind of us playing the songs that we've written for the last 30 years, and it worked out really well. Everywhere we went, people kind of like reacted to it, and I think we're part of people's lives. We've got to that age of a band where, and the most gratifying thing actually, like playing the big festivals, is that you see generations of people getting into what we do, which is really, it's a lovely feeling. It's kind of weird still, because I don't feel as old as I am, seeing like 3 generations of a family at some festivals. It's an odd experience, but yeah, really nice. So the next thing we do, like I say, will be us playing, which is a completely different kind of thing. So
we should talk about Glastonbury as well. Obviously, another triumph in all of these shows. What are your memories of playing that?
Probably the only festival of the summer that the band was nervous about, because it's like our home festival, I suppose. And I suppose it just meant more. We hadn't done it. We've headlined it 3 times before, but the last time we did it was I can't remember, 95, I think. I mean, a long time ago. So going back there, being asked to go back and headline was kind of weird, actually. I never thought it would happen. So when it did, it preyed on the whole band's mind, our communal mind, thinking like, although we knew we were playing really, really well, and we were playing, Roskilde and Pink Pop and like all these massive festivals, there's something about Glastonbury, you walk out on stage, and then there really is. I mean, we've played every single festival in the world. There's nothing like it when you walk out on stage, and there is that moment you think, I hope we're going to pull this off, And once we got going, like the second song in, I knew it was going to be a really good show, so I was really pleased with it. And the crowd, the thing I didn't really say, although I kind of jokingly say, festivals are made by the crowd. You can play brilliantly, and if the crowd isn't with you, it's not a great experience. thankfully, pretty much all the festivals we played last year, the crowd are they're there and they want you to be good. And as an artist on stage, that's the thing that gets you good. Because if you see people in front of you that want you to be good, I know what it's like to be, in an audience, and I know that feeling. Like, please, I've been to festivals and think, please make this great, and so you kind of respond to it, and I think we did pretty much all the time last year. So
yeah, at the end when the lights, you can kind of see the crowd, and you put your hand over your mouth.
Yeah,
it's that moment of like, whoa.
I've got a terrible short sight, and I don't bother wearing contacts or glasses very much, only when I'm driving, in case anyone's listening. So I don't really see it unless the lights go really bad. But when they did come on, you kind of see at Glastonbury, I think, because you see all the flags and you see it disappearing, into like blackness, and you think, whoa, it's kind of odd. But because I can't pick out individuals, I've always coped with it. I think because of that, I just see it as like, I think this isn't real. They're not real people. It's just flags.